Hi, this is Miss Lamb here to introduce you to one of my favorite digital tools that I think can really help you for your research paper and in a million other ways. And that is a very unknown tool that Google has, which is called Google Keep. You can access Google Keep either by going to keep.google.com, like it says over here, or from the little waffle square button where if you go in and you scroll down, you can find Google Keep. It's yellow. It has a little light bulb on it. You could install it on your phone, and there's lots of cool things that you can do with Google Keep. Now, Google Keep is basically like a hybrid between Post-it notes and index cards that are obviously digital, that can be organized in a whole bunch of different ways, that can be shared. So let me show you. So I'm here in Google Keep in an email address that doesn't have any notes in it, just so I can show you really clearly how to do this. I'm actually going to show you, before I even show you Google Keep, I will recommend that you do, like the tip says right here, is install the Google Keep Chrome extension, because I will show you momentarily why that is really so very awesome. So when you click on that, it will prompt you to install the Google Keep Chrome extension, which I have somewhere hidden up here. Oh, it's there. I'll show you how to use it after. And what that will actually do is it'll allow you to save web pages straight to Google Keep, but I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Okay, so basically the main thing that you're doing in Google Keep is creating notes. It always has this take a note button right on the top, and I'm going to, when you click on it, it expands. I'm going to put some information. So I write sample. I can write some text. I see I'm super creative when it comes to generating random stuff. But now here's where the power is along all these buttons on the bottom. The first thing is that you could actually put a reminder, a time or a location reminder that'll, if you have it on your phone, it'll send you a notification on your phone to remind you. You can share, you can add a collaborator to your note by pressing the little person button and putting in their email. One of the things that I love to do is that you can color code your notes. So for example, any notes that have to do with a certain topic in your paper, you can color with one color, or that are related to one source, or however it is. And then you can set up your different notes to be different colors. It makes it really clear. If you press on this, you could add an image. It has to be downloaded to your computer, but you could add an image. This sends it to the archive. Now, when you look at these three little dots, here's where there's lots of other options. One option, which is so important, is to add a label. When you do this, it gives you the option to add a label. Okay, what labels do is they help you to organize your cards. You can, by the way, add a label just by going in here. And if I press down here and I put a hashtag, and I give it a name, see? It says over here, I'm creating a label. So now it is a label, and this thing has just been labeled two different things, so that if you look here, it's labeled label, and it's also labeled sample. If you notice right here on the left side, where it has the list of labels, I now have sections for each of the labels that I've created. And so when I add extra notes, let me go out of here for a second, I'll come back thereafter. Okay, when I add extra notes, and now I can put my label in here, right? This is sample. This one is not colored for label, right? So I color code this one, and then this one, let's say, do it like this. If the hashtags there annoy you, then you can just go through if you go through here and you add a label through here, then it doesn't show the hashtag like it does over here. It doesn't particularly bother me, so I'm going to leave that. I have these color coded, and now watch what happens. When I click on label, this is the one that shows up. When I click on sample, oh, see, whoops, I did this one wrong. Remove label. I'm going to label this label. Okay, see, so now that I'm in the label called sample, I have these two that are labeled with sample. And when I go to label, then I have this one here. And so it really helps if you have a whole bunch of cards that it'll help you to organize them by creating these hashtags or by creating these labels. And it's a really, really great way to do it. You could also create a new label right over here where you type in a new label and then it is there and waiting for you. But back to some of the other things that you can get through this more thing. You can add a drawing, which this is super fun. Okay, you open this up here and it has a couple of different, has a marker, it has a pen. You can change the color and the size. So that, let's say, right, I am terrible at drawing like this, but let's say I wanted to make a smiley face. Wow, that's a scary smiley face. Nobody should have to look at that smiley face. But anyway, here, right, I do that, and then I go back in, and now that really creepy thing that I'm going to throw in the garbage because I can't bear to look at it is added over here. You can also make a copy of a note. You could also show checkboxes if you want to maybe have a list item where you have various lists. You can do it like this, and then, right, I have item 1, and I have item 2. And then when I go out of here, I could actually check things off and it crosses them out for me, which is another really cool feature. You could also copy information to Google Docs, which I'm going to show you soon why Google Keep is so awesome in Google Docs. So this is basically very, very, very basic way of how to use Google Keep. So in terms of research, I could imagine putting notes for various sources and for different ideas from your paper and keeping them color-coded and labeled in here, because I'm going to show you why that's super awesome when it comes to writing your paper. But first, I want to show you what happens when you want to use the Google Keep Chrome extension and really stretch out the possibilities of this